Hey y'all, and welcome back to another decluttering video. Today we are decluttering the refrigerator. So I recorded this on a Friday. At 7 o'clock the next morning, I had a Walmart grocery pickup in which we were bringing in a bunch of food because we were getting ready to do Whole30. So this was recorded on Friday. I did grocery pickup on Saturday. I also had a Thrive Market delivery, which I will be sharing with you in a later video. And we were starting Whole30 on Monday. So I needed to get everything that, I wasn't throwing away everything that was Whole30, or not Whole30. That's not what I was doing, but I wanted to clean out and make space for the Whole30 food that we were bringing in. Not that we had a ton in our refrigerator at this point in time. The 2 weeks prior, we had done a carnivore diet. We're just trying to reset our guts, I guess, and reduce inflammation. So anyways, I will be sharing all of the Whole30 recipes that I am making within reason. I'm not going to share every single day that I make fried or scrambled eggs. I'm just not going to do that. I do make scrambled eggs and fried eggs a lot. I usually just eat mine, just eggs. My husband will eat his with, maybe a side of fruit or something. But other than that, if it's something that's actual, like food, like a recipe or something, I will share that with you. So anyways, I'm just cleaning out the refrigerator. We don't even really have leftovers in here. But you can see in my door, there is a container of ranch. We're not going to be eating that because it has dairy in it. So I'm going to take that out. And then I'm going to kind of rearrange the door so that I have a shelf, one of these little organizers just for Whole30 stuff. So I ordered some Whole30 salad dressings and some Whole30 mayonnaise, and what else? There's a few other sauces that I ordered, like a barbecue sauce. And then they also have a sweet chai. Nope, that's not right. I don't know why that. Sweet chili sauce. It's really good. I love sweet chili sauce anyways. It's one of my favorite go-to easy toppings, but they have a Whole30 one and it's equally as delicious. So, I went ahead and bought one of those. Like I said, just kind of wiping everything down, making room for the stuff that's coming in. We did order quite a bit of meat. Luckily, we have a second refrigerator. And then I threw some of the stuff, we ordered frozen vegetables, and some of the meat went to the freezer so that, it can be used at a later time. I'm really bad about not cleaning out my refrigerator. What I will do, I do not like pull everything out of my refrigerator and wipe it down very frequently. What I do is I try to use up everything in my refrigerator before I go grocery shopping. And then especially if I'm going to go to like Walmart or something, because we have to drive 30 minutes to get to the closest Walmart, to get to the closest Aldi, to get to the closest anything that is not Carney's or Buzz's. Whenever I'm getting ready to go to the grocery store, as in Walmart or Aldi, usually Walmart, because I can do a grocery pickup and I can set it for like super early in the morning or late in the evening, and I can just run, get my food put into my car, and then come home and unload it. And it doesn't actually take the 2.5, 3 hours that it would take if I were to actually go grocery shopping, if that makes sense. So I have to drive there 30 minutes, drive back 30 minutes. That's already an hour, plus the hour of shopping and getting all the groceries, plus the getting everything through checkout and getting everything back into the car and then getting everything out of the car whenever you get home. It really saves on time, especially whenever you don't live close. I will say I do go into Walmart and go grocery shopping, or Sam's Club. Usually if I go to Sam's Club, I actually go into the store. But I try to save time as much as possible and, like start my grocery shopping like a week in advance. So like we're getting this grocery pickup on a Saturday morning. I started grocery shopping on Monday. So I started meal planning and adding stuff to my cart, and I got the bulk of it added on Monday morning. And then, like we ran out of something, so I added that to the list. And then I was like, oh, hey, this would be useful. So I added that to the list. Anyways, I don't pull everything out and wipe down the inside of my refrigerator very often. What I do is I use up everything in the refrigerator that I can. And then, sometimes I'll have some like slices of cheese and some butter and then all the condiments on the door. We're not going to go through those super fast. But I try to make sure we don't have any leftovers, and then I will give the shelves a quick wipe down. Usually by the time that I'm ready to actually go grocery shopping, we're completely out of produce. So we have 3 drawers in our refrigerator. The top one we usually keep for like meats and meat, like lunch meats, bacon, cheese, that kind of stuff. And then the 2 drawers below that are a little bit deeper, and we use those for like fruits and vegetables. So by the time that I'm ready to actually go grocery shopping, there's nothing in the bottom 2 drawers. The cheese drawer is usually pretty sparse. Of course, we're doing Whole30, so I'm not buying any cheese. And then I try to make sure that this middle drawer or middle shelf is pretty empty. There's usually eggs in here. We do not buy our eggs at the grocery store very often. We buy them from a local lady who free ranges eggs. So there's usually eggs in there. Yes, it looks like a ton of eggs, and I promise you it is, because we eat a lot of eggs. I would say on a standard morning, we're eating, like our family of 4 eats somewhere between 9 and 12 eggs. So I just buy them, like last time I went and bought eggs from her, I bought 14 dozen eggs, and now we are down to less than 2.5 dozen. So that's what those trays are. Each tray holds 2.5 dozen. So in this refrigerator at any given time, we probably have 7.5 dozen. Unless we make it down to 2.5 dozen, and then I have to text my friend and say, hey, I'm ready for some more eggs. One problem with pulling meat out of a freezer is sometimes the packages, you can see that I have a bowl full of meat. That's all deer meat. And I think maybe like 1 package of pork fat that's ground up is probably in there. Anyways, one issue with doing that is whenever you put meat into the freezer, sometimes the bags get torn and then they leak. So in the bottom of my fridge, I don't actually record it for some reason, but there is a layer of meat juice that spilled in the fridge that I had to clean up. And now I'm just separating my condiments. If you didn't know, Frank's red hot sauce is Whole30. Like the only ingredients in it are like salt, garlic, cayenne pepper, and vinegar or something. So if you're looking, we had to look at our hot sauces because my husband wanted hot sauce on his breakfast casserole. So, and then up at the top, we just have tall stuff that doesn't fit in any of these shelves. This refrigerator surprisingly does not come with as many shelves as we have in here. We broke one, and whenever my husband ordered new ones, they came in 2-packs, so we have an extra shelf in here, which is actually really nice. We have plenty of space to do. I mean, there's plenty of space to keep stuff in there. So, and then this is the freezer. I didn't really do anything in here. I keep this pretty tidy. What I do is we have our deep freezer outside, and whenever this starts getting bare, I will go out to the deep freezer outside, pull stuff, bring it in, and I organize it by keeping these Dollar Tree wash tubs in there. So that is all I have for you guys today. I hope this gave you a little bit of motivation to declutter your refrigerator. Give it a quick wipe down. It doesn't have to be anything, extreme. Progress over perfection. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your week, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, y'all.